Hello, my name is Danny Greaves, and in today's video we're going to solve the puzzle of negative emotions. What do I mean by this? Well, life, as you know, is full of challenges. It always has been and it always will be. So there isn't a way that you can have a life without challenge. So rather than sort of rejecting it and resenting the challenges that you face, a wiser approach might be to work on how you can figure out the challenges in a more effective and efficient way, which will then allow you to move forwards in the smoothest possible way. There'll still be bumps, there'll still be challenges, but your mindset will be about how can I solve this challenge rather than wishing the challenge wasn't there. Now, one of the biggest problems that we see in terms of solving problems is we take a general approach. So when we have a negative feeling or we have a negative emotion, we often put it in an umbrella category. So we say, oh, I'm anxious, or oh, I'm depressed, or oh, I'm angry. And rather than getting really specific with what the emotion is, we generally use these broad labels, which makes it easier and also conveys a certain idea in a short space of time, but it doesn't help us solve the challenge of what that negative emotion presents. So the first thing I'd like to introduce you to is the idea of emotional granularity. And what this means is, rather than using those broad labels, next time you're noticing some form of negative feeling or negative emotion, I'd like you to just pause for a moment and take a couple of minutes to get as specific as you can in terms of what the emotion you're feeling is. So is it that, oh, I'm depressed? Or actually, if you take a little bit more time, actually, I'm really frustrated. Or actually, I'm disappointed about what's just happened. Or actually, I'm feeling really lethargic today. So when you take the time to really narrow it down, what you can do then is figure out the way that you can come out of that. So for example, all negative emotions have a pattern, they have a code, and they have a way that they work. And when we understand how that works in terms of mechanics, when we can label the emotion that we're having really specifically, we can reach for a very specific tool and we can solve that negative emotion really, really quickly. So the first step in actually making this a process which is much more effective and efficient is actually getting more specific in terms of what we're feeling. So over the course of the next day or so, anytime you notice those negative emotions in whatever form they come up, pause and get as specific as you can in terms of what that emotion actually is. If you'd like to learn more information about how you can then reach for those tools to solve it, then please send me a message and we can have a little bit of a chat about how we can give you the tools you need to solve the puzzle of negative emotions. That's all for today, so I'll speak to you soon. Bye.